Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learning Room Pro. Today, we bring you an inspiring, deeply detailed story about kindness, empathy, and respect. If you have ever wondered how small actions can completely change someone's life, this story is specially created for you. Sit back, relax, and let us begin. Deep in a quiet valley surrounded by tall pine trees, there was a small, peaceful village called Riverdale. The people there were known for their hard work and traditional living. In this village lived a young man named Leo. Leo was clever, energetic, and highly ambitious, but he was often impatient and selfish with those around him. He believed that to succeed in life, a person had to focus only on their own goals and ignore the needs or feelings of others. He rarely smiled at his neighbors. While other villagers helped each other during the harvest season, Leo kept to himself. He worked quickly on his own farm, ignoring anyone who asked for help. One cold autumn afternoon, an elderly traveler named Samuel entered the village. He looked exhausted, his clothes were dusty, and he walked with a slight limp. Samuel carried a worn wooden staff and was searching for a warm place to rest for the night. He knocked on several doors along the dusty street. Most villagers were busy preparing for the winter and politely turned him away. Eventually, Samuel approached Leo, who was stacking firewood outside his house. The old man politely asked if he could rest near the fire for just an hour and share a simple meal. Leo glanced at him with a cold expression. Leo told the old traveler that he was wasting his time and that everyone must earn their own shelter and food. He turned his back and continued working. Samuel looked at Leo with gentle, wise eyes and did not get angry. Instead, he softly said that the way we treat others always finds its way back to us. He explained that life operates on a simple principle: treat others the way you want to be treated. He called it this timeless lesson, the Golden Rule. Leo laughed quietly, dismissing the old man's words as foolish philosophy. Samuel smiled sadly, turned around, and walked slowly toward the forest edge. A few weeks later, a sudden winter storm hit the valley. Thick snow covered the roads, freezing winds blew through the trees, and visibility dropped to almost zero. Leo was returning home from the market in a nearby town when his cartwheel snapped on a hidden rock under the deep snow. He was stranded alone. The freezing wind chilled him to the bone, and his hands grew numb from the cold. He tried desperately to fix the heavy wheel, but his strength failed. Shivering uncontrollably, Leo realized he could freeze to death if he stayed there. He left his cart and stumbled blindly through the dark, howling storm. After walking for an hour, exhausted and close to collapsing, he saw a dim light glowing through the thick snow. It was a small, humble wooden cabin. With his remaining strength, he crawled to the door and knocked faintly before losing his balance and falling onto the frozen porch. The door swung open, and warm arms pulled him inside near a roaring fireplace. When Leo slowly opened his eyes, he was shocked by what he saw. The person wrapping a warm blanket around his shoulders and handing him a cup of hot soup was none other than Samuel, the old traveler he had rejected. Leo felt a sharp pang of guilt in his chest. He lowered his head, unable to meet the old man's kind eyes, and apologized for his past rudeness. Samuel smiled warmly and told Leo that true strength is found in forgiveness and kindness, not in bitterness or revenge. He welcomed him like a friend. That night, lying near the warm fire, Leo understood the true meaning of the old man's lesson. He realized that empathy connects all human beings together. From that day forward, Leo became a changed person. He started helping his neighbors, sharing his food, and treating everyone he met with genuine care and respect. The villagers noticed the transformation in Leo's character, and Riverdale became a much warmer, happier place for everyone living in the valley. Thank you for listening to today's story on Learning Room Pro. Remember, true growth begins when you treat others with kindness and respect. If this story inspired you today, please like this video, subscribe to Learning Room Pro, and leave a comment. I will follow the golden rule.